All right, it says we're live. I found Skipper finally. So I know he had been here. He just stepped away. Let's see who's in here real quick. There's Huawei. There's Bruiser CB. There is Skipper, way up there. Skipper and the same three people. Dang, y'all should have got some more people in here. Y'all having
Oh,
a nice.
there's more.
Uncle Smiley's is Joel. Yeah. And Dave O. Howdy, howdy. And Susie Q. She said she can't speak, but she'll do sign language on here. Yeah. Hey, Bill. So yeah,
Is she
Susie.
not,
Huh?
is she not feeling good? Neither is Whip.
Right. They're both sick. He sent a video that I thought he was laying in a casket or something. He looked bad, but then he spoke. It scared me like a jump scare. And he said, "Did you see that in our stream,
No, I didn't. No, I didn't watch it.
in our private chat?" He was saying like, he said, "I can't make it. I don't feel good." So I thought he must feel bad. He looks dead. So, and then Susie, I know if she's not able to make it, she's really sick because she doesn't ever miss. Let's see who else. Sorry, Bob. I thought you were going at 7:30. Oh, that's Friday night, Bruiser. But no, I always appreciate somebody checking because I might sleep over sometimes. So far, I've never done that. Oh God, what a lie!
I starting to think. We also got Lake to Land Aquatics, and Lucky Stones is here.
Yes, Alec Kumanoff is here. I think that's everybody. But yeah, Susie says she can't talk, so that would not be much fun for her, I'm sure, because
No,
she has the gift of gab. She can keep a stream going like nothing else. So she said you would take up the slack for her, Skipper. So that'll work, right?
it could. We'll see what happens.
Now that I don't have to read so much, I'm going to put this thing up on its tripod. Been trying to use that thing more consistently, but the cats always seem to find it. Always seem to find it. So, what I was going to talk about, just loosely, so we have a topic, or we can talk about it intensely. But it's a very relaxed subject. It's like how we got into keeping fish and how long we've kept them. Have we had interruptions? Why did we stop? Did we start back up? Just stuff like that. Just kind of like our history of keeping fish, and if any other pets fit into that, like reptiles do for me perfectly. Uh, and I had all the aquariums left from closing down a bunch of tanks, 60 tanks. So, but stuff like that. So the link is up at the top of the stream to come backstage if anybody wants to join us, except Susie.
Wonder if I
Susie Susie's saying, ha ha ha, I better get this up here where I can see it and keep an eye on her. Keep
I'm
an eye
sure
on her.
Huawei already has it, but
Damn it.
ain't gonna work.
It won't stand up. It
See
won't
how I can do it.
For some reason, this won't stand up now. I had it perfectly. Of course, I should have done it before we started, but per usual, I run in on Sunday night with groceries and have to deal with that stuff. And I had time to walk the dogs, or I thought I did. That's the new little
I
pair.
can't.
Huh?
Oh man, you're gonna have to give me access to stuff. I can't do like pin the link at the top because I don't have no. I was gonna copy and paste it to put it back in, but I can't.
You know where you can get it. I figured that out. I don't know if that's how people have been doing it all this time, but go back into uh, the link like that I sent you all. Is that what you're talking about? And copy it,
Yeah, I
paste it.
did that, but it's too long.
Oh, oh, okay. Huh. That's where I pasted it from. When I was sending it to you all, I sent it there.
Yeah, but you being the person running the stream, you can do that. I don't have access to do that.
Gotcha.
But
I got you.
Never mind, Monster Fish Gal got it. She proved me wrong. Damn it, Bobby.
She knows things. Hey,
She
Dan.
does.
Hey, Lori. Thanks, Lori.
Thank you, Lori. Well, I'll go ahead and start it off then. Uh,
Hey, Lando. Lake to land. Hey.
I didn't. Oh, that's Latoya.
Yeah.
The lanes. So for me, I was actually a teenager whenever I started doing it. I'd say younger teens, probably about 11, 12. So before I hit 13, but I kept going for a couple years. But anyways, I actually traded in my gaming system to a guy for a buddy of mine for a fish tank.
Really?
So I started doing it then, and then I knew I was going into the military, so I gave it to my aunt, which she kept running the aquarium. 2018, I got back into the hobby because a buddy of mine died of kidney cancer, and he had a fish tank, and I wanted it in his honor to keep it going. So I started doing that again, and I've been doing it ever since, learning as I go because you think you know everything. I'm gonna call BS because there's always something that comes up that you don't know. I'm always going to be learning in this hobby.
Me
But
too.
I've also had dogs my whole life. Had a cat once, but it had to go because it was a male, so I had to give it back. Didn't have the money to spay it, but or neuter it. But I have had some reptiles. I've had a bearded dragon at one point, and then I had to get rid of it because my wife now was pregnant with our son, and we found out it wasn't healthy. This is before I knew about YouTube and stuff like that. Um, but she is also we have kept frogs also. We'd like to get back into that. Trying to think what else. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
I was thinking you had some lizards. I guess I was thinking of frogs.
Well, we had the bearded dragon,
Okay.
which I miss that thing. It was cool. I had that. It was a baby when I got it, and I had it tame real quick. But it was the health issues of a pregnant woman with with the poop or whatever that it scared us away before I actually knew a lot more about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or I'd probably still have it. No, I would still have it.
Well, you can always revisit any of them, and I'm sure fish keeps you busy.
Well, that, and then yeah, and then I rescued a couple turtles. So I haven't really did no videos on it yet because I'm still trying to figure out a long term system for them. To make them happy.
Right.
But they're good with with the way I'm doing it. But I want to make it, the final product for them.
Do you? How did you learn about setting them up? Did you like talk to other people in the fish fam? I know you did research, but
Well, I mean, I've talked to like Susie Q,
right.
yourself, but other than that, not really anybody. But videos from uh, YouTube, like I believe her name is the Turtle Girl.
Mm-hmm. She's
Uh,
awesome. Yeah.
one of the turtles that she has is one of my bucket list turtles, but I do believe I don't think we can have them up here. Um, all the names. It's the white one with the black dots. Oh man, it's driving me nuts.
You're asking the wrong one.
I know I have to look it up, but anyways, I've done my research. I got them going with how I'm keeping them right now, but I want something bigger. They're good
Right.
where they're at. Like nothing wrong with them. I'm taking care of them, and luckily, the way I'm taking care of them, the one map turtle that had a lot of uh, algae on its shell is dying off. Yes, thank you, Lori.
You do have a jungle. I was reading GRB's.
Yeah, I just was too.
Oops,
So I technically do have a display tank. I have one upstairs that a lot of people that can see when they come over, and that's my 55-gallon. But I mean, the bedrooms upstairs, I got 4 in my bedroom. I got one of my daughters, one of my sons, and the rest are all down here in the basement. But I kind of want to move the ones from the bedrooms, at least my bedroom, 3 of them downstairs to the basement. But it takes time and that money.
yeah, it does. You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. A couple of people are talking about they started out as a teenager or a kid, and probably most people did start that way. Um, I've heard people say, well, I even know people that started out as a kid and then got out of it to go away to school or got married or, and then came back in, years later. So,
I know, like for me, the military put a damper on it because obviously I wasn't going to be home for a while, and then when I went full time military, I could have had a 10-gallon where I was at in my dorm room, but I just never thought of it because of the stuff that I was doing in the military. But I could have. I was just busy.
yeah, you had other things to keep you going, keep you busy.
Hello, trash cat.
Hey, granddaughter. Hello, Tater, Bob, and Floyd. Floyd was here, I think, when we started. And he's scared of Skipper, so he ran away. But that's Tater Bug. She's something else. She's a little heifer. Oh,
Yeah, sorry about Friday. I got real busy.
oh, no problem. We actually had a good stream. It was very, very little to do with reptiles, and showed her a little bit, but I was keeping her in the kind of the dark over there. I've got her pulled out a little closer to me now. I mean, I can go right up to her, but she'll bite you if she gets a chance. But she lets me clean her cage and puts things in and out of it. But if you try to touch her, she wants to bite you. And she did her owner that way too. So we'll see. If she doesn't want to ever settle down, she would come out and sit on her cage all day over there. But we'll have to be friends, or at least her be friends with Floyd, because she's a small parent. So these cats won't be like there's this one now. We can take all of our stuff on, blow it out on her. But every now and then she says things like hello and pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird. And I think she's talking in the original man that had her. Some man had her, the current owner told me. And she was walking by a yard sale and it was hot. And she heard her squawking and talking, and she said she was out in the sun, which is fine, I guess, if she's got water and it's not too hot. But the lady said, "Do you want her? You can have her." So she got her big cage and got her, and she's moving, so that's why she has to rehome her. And actually, the people that I got Floyd from, that lady that passed, her family knew a neighbor of this lady that had this parent. So I guess the word's out now. So I said I'd come and see her, but I did go meet her, and she wouldn't go in her cage for me. But I had brought a small cat carrier, and the lady called her and put her in that. Tater Bud, Tater Bud. She usually answers. But anyway, so that's all that I've got going on new. I did get a new snake off the topic already, totally off. And I think I did do a little video when I was unboxing him from Petco. And they were saying how mean he is and evil, and because he's been there like almost 6 months, and he was $599.99, so a penny, and he's $600. and they marked him down 75%. And I'm like, that's got to be a mistake. So that made him 150, and I was like, I'll take 2 or 3 of those all day long. So I got him. Well,
That's like
he
that's
was
like
born in
the
July, so that's how old he is.
that's like the birds there, right?
Yep.
The prices are just crazy. Like,
They had birds 50% off yesterday. They marked them 50%, so that made them 700 and 800 instead of 1400, 1600. They had one like her that was 1250, I think, and they didn't mark it down.
I don't know. I just think a lot of them prices are a little ridiculous.
Well, they are. Well, if they can mark something down $450 and not
Yeah.
bat an eye, you know, the
Well, I
next
mean,
person.
look at the starter bird, which was what, the parakeet.
Yeah, finches and parakeets. Yeah.
Look how much they are now. It's ridiculous.
Parakeets have came back down in a couple of stores, but they're still $40.
Yeah, I remember when they were 20, if not
Oh,
cheaper.
me too. Tennessee Fish Keeper.
Getting a head start. Well, by the time next time you stream, it'll be the new year.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Do you want to let people see you? Here, I'm just going to blow this up and show her for anybody that's interested at all. She seems to like the camera. Look here. Bring your face up out of that food. Come here. Look here. Hey, come
Oh,
on.
it's a pretty bird. Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
Did you hear her say it back?
Yep.
She's not quite as clear as Floyd, but I think, who are you talking to? You already made you a boyfriend that quick?
Pretty bird. What are you doing? What are you doing?
She's picking her favorite things out of there. I forget what it is, but I just changed her food about 4 or 5 o'clock.
That's crazy. That bird just talked back to me.
And Floyd's back there in the background on top of that. That's that cage I fell through that time, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's that big cage. He comes and sits on the aquarium by her and sometimes on the top, and she just ignores him. Pretty girl. Pretty bird. See the bird? Pretty girl. Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
What's up, Savage Critters? Been a while since I caught you live. Thank you for being here, bud.
Savage Critters.
It's
Who
been a
is
while.
Savage Critters?
I don't know who it is, but it's been a while since I've seen that name. It's definitely been a while. You're muted, Bob.
I must have hit it when I was trying to get out of that. But yeah, I do remember when it was 50 cents. So you're not far off, Huawei. That was the late 50s, early 60s.
Well, Savage Critters, I hope the following year will be great for you. It says they had a rough year. Trust me, I know the feeling. This year sucked.
Hey, Jody P.
Jody?
The bird has on top of her shoulders, or like where I call them the shoulders, but her wings are the highest point there. They're folded. She's picked all the the feathers out of there, and she's picked it all off of her belly. Her whole belly and chest is naked. And Dragon Lair was saying Friday that was anxiety, since they're a flock bird, that they go psycho and all that. So I'm like, so I have to get her 2 or 3 more. But I'm going to see if maybe a change of environment will help move these.
Dennis Christian is here.
Yeah. You remember when the movies were a quarter? I'm pretty sure they were 50 cents when we could go
Oh,
by ourselves.
there's a slacker in the chat right now.
A slacker.
Well, he says he's sick, but I don't think he is.
Yeah. Let's get tanked.
If you got time to get tanked, you got time to.
Right.
No, I'm just playing, bud.
Can't stay. He's dick as fog, but wanted to swing in and say hey. No,
Oh,
dick is a dog. That's what it says.
it was sick as a dog.
Probably probably get some mileage out of that for a while. Yeah,
Oh my!
he's not kidding. Go watch that video later. I thought he'd passed on or something. He was rough.
I was on his channel.
No, it's in our our Tennessee Fish Fam messenger chat. It was way up there. You came in after when we were talking about him being sick, so you probably came in. It was up above by then. Hey, James. Okay, shared. I'll talk later. It's making mom New Year's Eve dinner. Nice. Sounds very nice.
Damn, I just watched that. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not kidding. And he wanted us to know how bad he was, too.
Mm. Damn. Well, it's unfortunate because it's so weird. You're not going to die. Listen here, you little shit. I'm just going to do it. Sorry. You'll be fine. You'll be all right. It was crazy because Christmas Day, we went down to mom and dad's house. She came out, watched my kids open up their presents, went back in her room, and that was it. It was like something's going around right now, you know? I don't know.
You're lucky y'all didn't get sick.
Well, I think it was that 24-hour bug because she was fine the next day, but still, I ain't seen her like that in years. I was getting a little worried.
Well, does anybody else think it's just a little odd that both Whip and both Susie Q are sick at the same time?
I did too, but I wasn't going to say nothing. I was going to be nice.
I'm just wondering if they're hanging out right now or something. You never. We both say we're sick. That'll cover it. Have a good dinner, Brandon. Bob, how is the new snake doing? Bruiser has been surfing Morph Market wanting a new one. I can go get him if you want in a minute. Remind me, I'll forget it. This is our first COVID-free Christmas. Yay. Yay, yay, yay.
I saw something in the chat about a bros stream, and I couldn't remember if somebody answered that. I didn't know.
About a
That
what?
was a bros, BROS stream. I didn't know if that had something to do with like reptile stuff or what.
I missed that. Put him back in there.
I gotta find
Whoever.
well, Trash Cat was talking about it. I didn't know who that was.
Well, what is that?
I don't know. I was curious.
You
What?
could
That's
everything.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't know.
So I'm so old. Isn't it weird that we've never seen John Bag of Donuts
One,
in
yeah.
the same place?
I never met him.
Oh, that was quick too, wasn't it? Well, there you go. A lot of weirdness going on.
So what you're saying is when I'm not around, she talks about John Bag of Donuts, right?
Right.
I love my donut too. Bag of them's a lot.
And John Baga has a lot of skills, a lot of useful skills.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, a lot of useful stuff. I had Huawei at the class.
I think I'm gonna go this year. Well, this coming year.
You
But
are not.
yeah, but I also want to go to Cleveland. I want to go to the OCA. Uh, uh, so the class should be in September. The OCA will be the weekend before Thanksgiving. Yeah, the weekend before Thanksgiving. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I've been hearing so much about it. About going. This is how I'm going to say it, room hopping to buy fish.
Yeah,
Um,
I've seen videos about that.
I witnessed it down in the Triple Crown. What was that? 2 years ago now, and that was pretty neat. But it was kind of weird for me also because going to somebody's room that they rented, and I think of of it being their personal space, but no, that's their store. So
Yeah,
and hearing about what they do over there or up there for you, over there for me, I think it'd be something to go see. And
well,
plus, hang out with people too.
people have their doors open. The videos I saw,
Yeah.
uh, they had their doors open. A couple of them had just everything in the bathroom, so that you didn't have to go all the way in. You could just go in and see what they had because you can't carry that much, I guess. Anyway.
Well, there were stories about people breaking the elevator of taking their fish stuff up to their room. The water, too much weight.
Oh, yeah, that'll
Yeah,
happen. Sure. Probably had them on dollies or something. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my God. I bet the hotel was happy about that.
yeah. I'm next year. I already have a plan for. Well, it'll be 2026. Skipper will be in Tennessee.
What's going on down here?
I just make stuff happen. That's what I do.
Well, Chattanooga Ed, Fish Room Fever. What's his name's in Nashville now? The big channel guy.
No, I'm going to meet Bob.
Oh,
Yeah,
what year is that?
I ain't telling you because you'll make yourself scarce.
Well, I'm going to be. I literally am going to be doing some cross country, not camping, but pulling my travel trailer. I've got it narrowed down to the model and year and everything now.
To in a year or so.
Huh?
In a year,
Yeah, that's when I'll be gone.
maybe 6 months.
Yep.
You never know.
After the first of the year, I'll be coming into a little bit of money. So,
Oh, that's good. I'm proud of
yeah,
you. Happy for you.
yeah. Well, it's money that I lost a lot of money on, but the ARC's going to pay me back part of the money that I loaned them, like putting in a driveway and that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Make
It,
stuff better where you're at. Yeah, I
it
know.
was it was all done with as long as we use it, it's fine. But if we sell it, then I get my money back. But I lost all the interest and had to pay taxes on it when I took it out of retirement. All of that stuff. So it's not like I'm getting back nearly what it cost me to do it, but still, I won't turn it down.
We got
But
fish keeping with Matt. It's here.
just keeping with Matt. Hey, Matt.
Yeah. So I mean, I started it. Well, technically, so I did. Well, this year I went to California, hung out with Dr. Anthony
Yeah,
from the Amazon Research Center.
I
Got to
remember.
learn a lot about that. This coming year, matter of fact, in probably 4 weeks in a month, at the end of January, I'm going down to Fort Myers, and I'm going to be hanging out with Go with the Flow Aquatics, Richard Reynolds. I think I want to go to places that are close to people that I really like on YouTube, that I have a good connection with. Get to hang out with them, stuff like that, you
Right.
know, in their area just to see how it is there. Because up here it sucks when it comes to fish stores and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you, when I went out west, that opened my eyes. It was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's a whole different world.
Wow.
I think a lot of their fish that are imported don't come through Atlanta and this side. I may be wrong, but I think they have.
No, it doesn't. And that's why they're cheaper there,
Yeah.
because it comes straight over from it's a direct, from the other coast across the pond where a lot of them come from.
Yep.
And that's why they can do the prices that they do. And then when they get to our side, it's like they got to add the shipping and all that other stuff. And it's just
Yeah.
crazy. Hello, Big Steve.
Hey, Big Steve.
It's,
Lumpy dog. Lumpy
but
dog.
there's something else this year that I'm getting involved with that I'm not talking about yet, but hopefully it we'll see where it goes. That's all I can say about it.
Oh, yeah. Feed all the feed. I remember that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep. Dang, I was just getting ready to drop some gossip about Whip. Dang it. The whole 2 hours a week I'm on YouTube. I know all the stuff that's going on. I don't know anything anymore.
Right. I ain't been on here much neither, except for with you guys.
Are you going to the aquarium? Bruiser wants to know. In Tennessee.
Oh, that's a possibility.
It's save your couch change. It's expensive as heck. And they didn't used to. They may now, but they didn't give a senior discount or anything. I'm like, dang, how much does it cost to feed a penguin? But
Yeah, Jenny. It's going to be awesome because I want to learn a bunch of stuff while I'm down there because I want to emulate a lot of stuff when I move my fish room behind this wall on how he has set his up because I think it's going to be a great way to do it.
I'm just getting that snake. I'll be right back. Girl, you string that right in my ear. I didn't care either.
Nah, you're good, but they were saying the same thing about me. You're all right.
Uh-oh.
But no, next year I got a lot of plans. Honestly, I'm not too sure about the auction if I'm going to keep doing it because I did a lot of work to get it going. But I want to focus on my fish more, so hopefully I can do videos on that. Uh, you know, get everything up and running to where I can get a fry rack system going because I want to breed. And then there's another type of project thing I'm getting involved in, and I'm not really talking about because I want to make sure that it's solid before I go about doing it or talking about it because I already started doing some things. But other than that, I'm just going to focus on more of the fish room because I'm going to tell you I learned a lot this year because uh, especially having to deal with power strips and fish, the aquarium heaters and stuff. How many hook up to it? 'Cause I almost had a catastrophe. Oh man, that's Birdie.
Hey, hi. They said he was evil. He was a monster, and I remember the first weekend they were there. It was right after we started going in July. He must have only been like 2 weeks old then, because he was born in July, according to his records. They gave me a copy of all of his feed records, and he eats every Sunday an adult frozen mouse, so he's going to get fed tonight. Look at that. Look at that. Albino something. A memory. Look at him. He was asleep. So as he comes around, I'll see if I can put him around my neck. I started doing that last night, trying to get out of this. There we go. There we go. He is pretty, isn't he, Jenny Lynn? Nice albino only. No, he's a albino. I did a video about him last night, and I had his. Oh, here we go. I actually showed the receipt in the video so people wouldn't think I was telling another lie. I got him for $150. He was listed for $599.9, and they took $499.99 off. He is a ball python pied albino.
I seen one of them at the Petco and almost got it, but then
Well,
there probably would have been divorce paperwork with that.
that was overpriced because I did some research before I made the offer, even though he came down $450, and he's a young snake. But look at him, he's fine. I've got the fan blowing on me lightly. I may have to take it off. What did Bruiser say? I have a spider Mojave. I love spiders. Whip's trying to get people to stop breeding them, but what did he say? I don't see anything he said, Jenny Lynn. Okay. All right.
I think it was the piebald thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. They had, the one I really wanted was 400, and they had marked it and the ones with it down 75% too. So it would have made it 100. And this one was up above it. But that other one was a banana pinstripe. Oh my God. And I was going to buy it the first day I saw it, even at that price, because I've been wanting a banana female, but it's a boy. But I thought, now I can take it for, all that much off it. He loves to hang on to me, so there he goes up my shirt. Or maybe he'll just hide his head. But yeah, I didn't need another snake, and especially a ball python, because I have a couple of them now, but he's squeezing my hand.
That's a pretty one.
He is, and he's a baby, so there are a lot of great deals right now. I need more enclosures. Well, I'm going to watch when we go back every Saturday over there to do the adoption. But what'd she say? I need more enclosures.
Yeah.
Right. I still have some tanks that are big enough. Overnight, I put him, because I had no clue I was going to come home with a snake. I put him in a 10-gallon that was pretty much already set up. Just had to give him some water and make sure it was safe and clean. And there he comes back. There he comes. Look at that. Coming back. Where are you? There. But, and he's done well in there. He was sleeping inside one, those fake skulls you get for aquariums. And he was in one of those, a large one. I went to get him just now. He's a good man.
Like this one.
Yeah, just like that. Yep. He was inside. My heart skipped a beat because I'm like, oh shit, I lost another snake.
They're good at hiding.
I had two snakes get out like 3 weeks ago, and one of them, the next day I saw him coming down the hall. Of course, they're the most expensive ones always when they get out. But I picked him up, and she was out, so I never figured it out. But it took 2.5 weeks, and I tore everything, moved the fridge, everything, washer, dryer. That was real good on my shoulder and back. But couldn't find her. So I thought, well, she'll come out. And she did. And I saw her tail going behind a shelf a few days ago. And I got her up and held her in my lap. And she drank probably 10 minutes. She drank and drank and drank and drank. So she hadn't had any water that whole time. But she got out again after 2 days. But I found her real quick. So I don't know how they're getting out. There's no cracks, there's no tears, there's no nothing. It's clipped down. A person couldn't get out of that. Bob, you won't believe how big. Jasper and Buttercup. That jumped right when I was trying to focus on that and not have to lean in. Oh wow. Buttercup is. Everyone is doing awesome. Still so happy I took that step. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Big Steve. I'm a firm
We actually got a fish swap coming up like soon. First weekend in January. I took off for it, but I don't know. I'm gonna talk, see if the wife goes. She doesn't. I might not go. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I agree with you, Big Steve. And so many people that keep their ball pythons in racks now provide something in there, some structure, and they open them every day. A lot of people take them out while they're cleaning and stuff. So, but to put them in there and just leave them for a week or something, I think that's what most people have an issue with. If they
Yeah.
And a lot of the new racks have like plexiglass windows on the front. I'm sure they're expensive, but so that's even another step. So I just don't like them being in the dark all the time, even though in the wild they live down in gopher holes and stuff like that. Where are you at, buddy? There he is. I don't see where they were getting that he was evil and a monster. I just don't get it. He may tag me in the eye in a minute, but I don't think so. I've been looking at rocks for Big Steve. At racks. Okay. It's so hard to see on this phone, and I'm blind anyway. Skipper's your wife just needs to. What? It jumped on me again. Scotty
Well,
the freak.
sorry, Bruiser. It ain't gonna happen here because she had a friend that had one and she couldn't stand it.
Trying to read that. Not sure what.
Well, it's too far for me to drive to Scotty, and I still do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but so they used to have another spot, and they moved it to a spot that's bigger. But I don't know. I gotta watch my personal days off. I'll get carried away with going to events and stuff.
Can you cash your time out if you don't use it? Can you cash it in?
I carry it over.
Yeah, they used to let us do that, the nurses in the hospital, and then they put a cap on it because people would get paid $10,000 for working 10 years without a day off. Look where you went.
There's a cap on it where they call it use or lose. If you don't use it,
Yeah, that's what they.
you'll get paid straight time for it or something like that. I can't remember. I don't know, but still.
He did that himself. I was holding my hand up there, and he went right over there. How cool! Gets a little bigger. I'm gonna take him back in the store wearing him like this, maybe. 15 minutes, Sunday Night Live on Danican Aquatics. Yeah, remind me because I don't watch the clock.
It's their last live stream ever they scheduled.
I knew it was coming up, so I'm sure everybody will want to be there. So remind me. In fact, remind me 5 minutes before, please. He's perfectly happy. He's squeezing, not like to choke me, but just hanging on tight. I'm sure I'm warm still, fat self. Sorry about that. Oh, hell. I'm still here. Don't go away. That alarm was my glucose alarm. I wear a continuous monitor thing now. It's somewhere right there. And the app's on the phone. It's 301. It wanted me to know it's going up. That's because what I'm sitting here drinking is not sugar free. That would do it.
It's caffeine free. That's about it.
I know these look a whole lot like the no sugar, but I didn't notice it when I grabbed it. I really wanted to get a big jug of it, which I did get today, but I got these last week and I'm down to like 2 of them. I shouldn't have drank any. I should have just taken them
The
back.
only distinction is a little bit of a lighter color on the foam part on the label and the
You're
cap.
right.
That's it.
You're right.
That's the only difference.
Yeah. And when you're in a hurry and can't see anyway.
Yep.
Girl, you got a big mouth. Big mouth. She's been quiet all day. One nice thing I like about her is she didn't get up till I get up, so that's super nice.
I went upstairs to get a drink, and my daughter goes, "Have you fed the turtles? Have you fed the other fish?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, can I feed your star sapphire some shrimp?" I said, "Yeah, I got freeze dried shrimp that you feed turtles. They devour it. She loves it."
That's good. She's interested.
Yeah, she's interested.
You get her interested enough and you trust her enough, she can do them water changes too.
Right? Yeah, buddy. That'd be nice. But now after this stream, I'm gonna work on some tanks tonight.
I'm hoping to finally have all of my reptiles out of that little room I had them in. I don't know why I ever thought that I was going to stop getting any and that they were going to fit in there.
You're gonna end up moving your fish tanks in there.
Yeah. Well, no, the fish, I only have 18 now with fishing. And I only have 4 big ones. So,
Yeah.
One 80s and 125s, so 150, stuff like that. A couple of 55s are still up, but they don't have fish in them. They just have water. I'm probably going to just break those down and keep them in here for move reptiles that are in over to them. I like them to have as much room as they can. But not all snakes like a lot of room, I've learned. Don't like spiders. I've got several that live on some of my tanks or under the lights. That feels so good on
They're all here in the basement. I don't care. If one lands on me, it's done. But as long as they don't bother me, I don't care.
He's squeezing my shoulder, and it feels just like a hand down there squeezing. Love it. Did water change this morning and fed the snakes and geckos last night. So quiet night tonight. Well, this would have been a good night for you to come on, Jenny Lynn. I'm harassing her. Listen to your mom.
If they go to class next year, I'll definitely be there. Bruiser and Jenny Lynn are my ticket to go to the class.
Oh, you fell off, but I caught you. You fell off, but I caught you. You're okay. Or I guess you caught yourself. Come on. You slid down. Yeah, shirt's slippery. You gotta hang on. Well, I don't see Whip or Susie talking anymore. And Danica, how many minutes? 10 minutes. Well, unless you don't want to, I say we go ahead and start saying bye so people can take a break before Danica.
Well, like Skipper, he said 5 minutes. I had that shit already typed, ready to go for the 10-minute mark. But Roxanne, that is, I know I heard that the other day, but Roxanne, Foxy Fishes, and Peplin are getting married at the Clash.
Ah. How nice. Two of my favorite people for sure. For sure. You know, he's so shy about the camera. I tried to get him to come on so much. And the best I could get out of him is he did a video and talked to me on it. You know, did it just for me of like his fish. And she was taking a nap because he kept saying, I got to be quiet or I don't want to, you know, wake Roxana up. And that's been maybe 2 years. I don't know. It's right after they got together. So he did at least send me his fish, a video of them. Should ask him if I can show that somehow and let's talk about it. Ewan's talk about it. Skipper, now what? I'm not going to keep laying it up. She's going to make the hitman come to West Virginia.
So,
Yeah.
so I'll read it. So Bruiser says, Skipper, you'll have to talk to Jenny Lynn about that. She is the boss. And then she goes, LOL, our bank account usually decides our trip.
Right.
Well, I get it. Tell him to quit buying stuff.
Unless it's a snake. Snakes are always okay.
She may not go. They may not go because you need to save money up for that new enclosure she wants to buy a bunch of stuff for.
I would honestly rather have that. I mean, if it were me, than to go. It'd be tough. It'd be tough, but if I could only do one, the enclosure would be because you'll have it. You know.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Hey, but they could go to the OCA because it's closer in November.
Right.
I'm saying.
Have a whole
Way
year,
closer to them.
almost a whole year to save up to. Well, we got through the stream without me talking about how I got into fish and all the places I've been and all the tanks, and I was hoping I would get away with that. So.
Yeah, I know you did that shit on purpose.
No, well, kind of. Nothing worse than somebody that's a million years old telling, oh, back in the old days, and people my age do it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. It's definitely a hobby, like you said, Skipper. There's always something new or something to, you know, always something. So, and that's the main reason that I go in live chats or like to have them because I like to learn and keep learning and stay current. Some things never change, you know, like the cycle and stuff like that, but some things do.
But you can always learn something that you never put this because we've always seen it. We've always seen all the videos, aquascaping, taking care of plants, and obviously taking care of fish, right? But if you are not focused on some of the areas of, I'll just use plants in aquascaping. It's a teaser. What I'm starting to learn now because it's hands-on for me at a new place that came up in my area that it's piquing more of an interest because I can do it physically instead of watching videos of what people are doing.
Right.
The fish with the fish, it's I think it's good that way to do the way we're doing it now. But certain other things, I still need to see it hands on. You know what I mean?
I'm just sitting here looking at this the whole time, and that's that tank that 6 weeks ago had nothing but a couple of little rosy reds in it. And the plants have gone crazy, but you see why I see all the algae. I've got brown and green algae, but the fish love that. So I just clean it off when it gets pretty bad and leave it alone. Still got the two little goldfish from way back that help cycle it, but it's going like gangbusters. I just need to get my bigger, you know, my main little game fish in there, and I'm still holding out for yellow perch.
Nice.
But anyway,
That looks good though.
yeah, I'm pleased with it.
That's one right in front of you, right?
Do what?
That you sit in front of that when you
Yeah,
stream?
yeah,
Yeah. That's what
yeah.
I thought.
That's usually behind me. The desk is behind me, but I'm just sitting over here because there's snakes stacked in front of it. So I just turned it around. But anyway, let's get out of here so we can. So we can. I'm not even going to bother turning that around. I'm just going to do like that. If you see me, fine. If you don't, fine. All right. Thanks for posting the link, Skipper, and thanks, mods, for everything, and thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We appreciate it. And keep Susie and Whip in your thoughts. And Skipper, you got anything to say? Anything coming up or anything going on?
Nothing right now.
Okay.
Still figuring stuff out. We'll just say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta figure out something different.
Okay. Well,
That's it.
when you do have the auction, I do want to put some fish art in it of other people that are artists. You know what I
Yeah.
mean. So I'm going to make every effort to do that because I do want to move some of that along. All
We'll,
right.
we'll we'll see what happens. I got a couple months to think about it.
Yeah. A couple of months for me to get off my butt and send you things. So, all right. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Skipper. And we will see you. I do have to turn it back around to end it, I guess. Huh? We'll see you guys soon. Good night.
Later.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. Have
Oh yeah. Yeah.
a Swedish New Year. And you know that's something nasty and vile. It's Huawei. So, you too, Huawei. Have a Swedish New Year.